You were probably taught in school that slavery was abolished in 1865. The Civil War, Abraham Lincoln, the Emancipation Proclamation. But have you actually read the 13th Amendment? Because it kind of says exactly the opposite. Here it is. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as punishment for a crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist in the U.S. So what does that mean? That you can have slavery and involuntary servitude as long as the party is convicted. So you think about all these people saying, oh, our jails are modern day slave ships. Well, yeah, they are. That's not a left-wing conspiracy theory. It's absolutely true. It's codified in our Constitution under the 13th Amendment. So the 13th Amendment was passed in 1865. And so what happened immediately thereafter? Well, these southern states were leasing out prisoners, mostly to businesses and to the same plantations that had just freed those people. The southern states started passing what were called black codes. And those codes included vagrancy laws that said if you were not employed, then you were a vagrant. And therefore, you could be arrested because that's a crime. And once you get arrested, they can put you right back on the same plantation, making no money. So do you see what's happening here? They passed the 13th Amendment saying slavery is now outlawed, except for if you're a convicted criminal. Then within a year of that 13th Amendment, they start passing all these black codes that criminalize being unemployed. Follow the bouncing ball. I'm a slave, I get freed by the 13th Amendment, but I can't find a job fast enough. And by the way, part of the black codes limited the jobs that I could have. You could be a farmer or a servant. So here I am as a slave, I get freed by the 13th Amendment, but now I have to immediately find a job, but only as a farmer or a servant. And if I don't find one fast enough, I get arrested for the crime, the black code crime of vagrancy. Now I am imprisoned, where the prison will then lease me back out to potentially the same plantation I just came from. So once again, the southern states and the business owners are making their fortunes off of the free labor of these persons. So how is this banning slavery? And how is it that we haven't turned that over today? And of course, bear in mind, all of these black codes were put in law at a time when black people did not have the right to vote. But black codes were made illegal, right? Yes, they were. They were made illegal, but they were replaced with Jim Crow laws. You know, these separate but equal bullshit. And that survived until 1965.